looking for the pullback.
Vítek looking for his 4th clean sheet.
Really, really good quality players. However, they haven't quite clicked as a team yet, and I hope it isn't today. However, at some point they will do, and you know, City had a lot of
being more clinical in both boxes earlier on in games.
But even then is interesting.
Another misplaced pass, and Vítek launches the ball upfield, looking for
spaces, little pockets of play, like little chip passes, all this sort of stuff. I love all this. I love the intricacy.
Puts pressure on the very able Rob Dickie in those big hands of his.
But if you notice the crowd looking annoyed because
Sargent makes it inside Bristol City's box. Plenty of players forward for Norwich as he forces a stop from Vítek, but can't.
Those sort of positions, he didn't quite do it then, Sargent, but he's we always talk about the playing out from the back like this. You know, midfielders, 10s at the top of the pitch by all means. That's, you know, that. Yeah, it's something I know it's something we've all done, but.
Olaying every pass backwards here, but big chance now for Norwich through Josh Sargent. Excellently timed intervention from Radek Vítek.
That should be a goal. So passes, you play the short passes to find somebody like by the referee's position, or to find the deep pass in behind.
Now into Marcondes, now Jeffrey Schlupp. Looks to dink it over the head of Vítek. And thank God he's as tall.
But the actual football, the intricacy of the football was really good.
Lofted over the top again for Sargent. He's onside, and again it's Vítek that gets the fingernail to it. Swept back into the box. Another chance, and Vítek's
brilliant. But again, you make a couple of passes, and then someone like Sargent always wants to be played in on goal, so he's straight back in the box just to try and lift the crowd. And then, you know, City, you know, just to quieten the crowd again.
Everyone poised, lofted in. Vítek comes for it and comfortably takes it.
I was going to say before he took it, it's you very rarely see a left footer taking the ball when it's that wide, because
Vítek with the diagonal, won by Twine.
The break as a player, because you like the rhythm of the games and the flow of the games, and sometimes it just, you know, you've been with different groups of players, it can just, yeah, take a while to get the rhythm going again.
Now Schwartau up against Tanner, big chance for Norwich. Sargent with the have an impact. Here is that chance for Marcondes before he was substituted. Good save for so minutes. But a wayward pass finds its way to Vítek.
From the halfway line to the 18-yard box, I think is really comfortable for, like I said, no one ever sort of runs in behind for like a cross or a chip pass or anything like that, so it's really comfortable at the minute for City defensively.
Scott Twine on defensive duties this time.
Yeah, he read the situation very well. Lovely little half volley back to the goalkeeper's interest. But again, a
thing at trying to achieve an equaliser. Back to Stacey. Into the Norwich, really, because they can show their fragility late on in games, and we've seen equalisers in these moments in games that have not necessarily been the best, and they've got themselves ahead.
That's a really...
To unlock something. Still Cernak has Sargent waiting in the box. It's Stacey, and then...
Yeah, it's a brilliant save. It's really good work for Cernak. Lovely little pullback, and doesn't quite get enough on the contact.
See this one again.
Palms it away, and really good defending to follow in. Very easy to sort of switch off in that occasion, and you know, think your keeper's going to make a save and push it wide, but the two City defenders then recovered to goal really well.
The Robins have to be careful. They're still perilously 1-0 to the goods. That's good defending though in the end. Concentration key for Rob Dickie. His ever dependable accomplice Chris Hogg alongside him there, Liam Manning. Well, one header is a really poor cross.